Okay, hey guys. So I am super excited for this morning because I have two very special guests. Their name are Bren and Emily, and they are sisters. And they came so last Sunday, I guess 2 Sundays ago now, we did our very first social wellness event in our town. And so we did like a coffee customer appreciation event. It was so fun, and we will definitely be doing it again. And while we were there, we had some of our current customers and other ambassadors. They were able to, we treated everyone to coffee. We rented out one of our favorite coffee places for a few hours, and we had samples of other products. So people who were our customers, they could come, they could try different samples of maybe different flavors that they hadn't tried before. And then now they're like, oh my gosh, I want to try this active or this flavor, switch this in my subscription. We could go through and kind of customize their products a little bit more. Not that we don't talk all the time through Messenger and Zoom and all that kind of stuff, but there is just something different when you're face to face with people. And so we really wanted to just have like that belly to belly connection with people, because that is so essential, especially just post COVID world. I feel like everything has gone to Zoom. Like I love seeing all of you guys here on Zoom and that we do this, but there is something that is so special and that is so unique and a different energy that you can feel from people when you are in the same room as them. So we also had this event available for people who had never tried the products before, so that they could come and they could taste it and try it. And that's where Bren and Emily come into the story. And so I asked them to come on today. You guys, they have not even gotten their products yet. Okay. They're jumping on and sharing on their very first Zoom. If you know anything about me, you know that I just love to throw people into situations that are uncomfortable for them, that really help to stretch their comfort zone. And so that's exactly what is happening today. And so they came on Sunday to try the products, and now they are doing the business with us, and they have almost gone silver, and they haven't even gotten their products yet. Their products are coming tomorrow. And so I've been sharing their story with a lot of people, and everyone's finding it so inspirational. And I said, you guys have to come on. I said, so I sent them a few questions this morning that I would go through and ask so that they weren't totally blindsided. And so we're going to kind of jump into that. But what I want to encourage you guys with is, do get together with people, right? You don't have to rent out a coffee house and do all of that. We like to do things like that because we have more that we can invest into our businesses as diamonds. It doesn't require money to be able to host an event or do something. You can have people over for coffee at your house, right? And they can try the samples. You can go meet someone out at the park. You can do all of those things for free. So I don't want you to sit there and be like, well, I can't do that because I saw Megan doing this and blah, blah, blah. Like, do not put any sort of stipulations on that. You can get together with people for free and invest in them because you care about them. Invest in them through conversation, through asking them questions, showing them that you value them and you care about them. All of those things are free. Okay. So I want to encourage you guys with that. So first, I am going to go ahead and ask Bren, what were you expecting when you came to our social wellness event on Sunday? And then what did you end up getting out of it? Okay, hang on. First of all, before you start talking, I want you guys to drop some love in the chat and in the comments here for Bren and Emily, because this is their very first time. They're a little nervous talking. They're like, how many people are going to be on here? Who are we talking to? And I said, these are the most positive, encouraging, and uplifting people that you will ever meet. And so I know that you're going to feel really loved and supported in the chat. So drop some love for them before they get started. Okay, Bren, I'll ask the question again. What were you expecting when you came to the social wellness event, and what did you end up getting out of it?
So I honestly came for free coffee and to find somebody that I could buy the products through. Obviously, I was just interested in getting the supplements to get started, to help my blood pressure and lots of digestive issues. So that was my main thing. I wasn't really interested in like the business side of it until I got there, and just everybody is so happy and positive and successful, and it was really crazy, honestly. I couldn't believe it.
Okay, tell me a little bit more. So you guys were there, we were all chatting. What in some of that conversation really sparked your interest when it came to the business? Because obviously that's not what you came for. You just came for coffee and some products.
So, just like that the products actually was helping y'all, and you could see like the genuine positivity that was coming from the products.
Mhm. Awesome. Okay, I love that. So, Emily, I'm going to ask you the same question. So, Emily is Bren's sister. She also works as a dispatcher. And so she's like, if we get a 911 call, I'm going to have to hop off. So we were like, we'll just go with it and see what questions you can answer. Um, okay, so Emily, I'm going to ask you the same thing. What were you expecting when you came, and what did you get out of it?
So the day before the meeting at the coffee shop, Bren had texted me and was like, I don't want to go to this thing by myself. I just basically want you to come and you'll get free coffee. That's basically all I knew. I didn't even really know what this was about. I did not know, never heard of Plexus, did not know what this meeting was for. And so getting there and everybody greets me and is so happy and encouraging. And that environment itself immediately made me comfortable. Um, and I was all for hearing about the products at that point. Myself, I have psoriasis really bad that does intervene with my daily life. It's a huge issue for me, and I know it all goes back to my gut. So when we had talked about that, I was super interested in the products immediately. Brian and myself, we both tried to lean toward the natural side of things when it comes to health, especially, but really everything. So to know that it was naturally based, that really encouraged me even more. Like, okay, this is something that I could get behind. Um, and so then knowing that it's a product I can get behind and seeing, like she said, we haven't even gotten our products yet, but I can't wait to try them. I hope that I can see some progress and things like that. I am very positive that I will because of the people there that also have seen progress in different ways. Um, but knowing that this is a product I can get behind naturally, this is a product that I can be successful in. Build to Last, Keith Callahan. That book, like I finished it in less than 48 hours, but it was so encouraging for me. And that really inspired me to just dive into the business side of it as well, because I will.
Oh, hang on. You accidentally muted.
Did I
Okay,
cut
there we
out
go.
there
You
for a
said,
second?
yeah, it muted for a second. So you said you read the book and then you were like, okay, I'm ready to dive in and then keep going.
Yeah. And so hearing from Phil and Megan and hearing you guys' story about where you started before Plexus, I can relate to that a whole lot. I have 3 young children. I mean, my husband and I, we both work full time, but still, it's hard. And to know that I can get behind a product like this that's going to also help me financially, 1,000% yes. Like I'm going to dive in and I will tell anybody about that as well. And I've been telling everyone, and so far it's been successful. I've kind of had a mindset of talking to family first because that's going to get me even more comfortable with speaking about it. And it's been successful for me in that. So I'm really excited to see what comes from it.
I love that so much. So here, you guys, this is a really important lesson. Like, invite people to come with you to things. Like Emily didn't even know. Oh, oh, okay. Sorry. Oh dear. Okay. Emily didn't even know what Plexus was, and she left being like, I'm running after this business. Okay. And I'm not sure if you guys caught that, but she read Build to Last in a day. Okay. When she was like, I'm here for it, I'm ready, I want to do this, I said, okay, awesome. Here's Keith's podcast. You can listen to Build to Last for free on there. Here's the link. Then, literally the next day, less than 48 hours later, she messages me and she said, wow, that was really great. She's like, I listened to the whole thing. I was like, wait, you listened to like the first podcast episode or like you listened to the whole book? And she's like, no, I listened to the whole book and I'm here for it. Like, I'm so ready. So I want that to encourage you guys that there are people out there who are go-getters who are just waiting for you to share about this opportunity and when given a little thing here, something you can listen to, you're going to know those people who are like, I'm all in. I am going to read the whole thing. I'm here for it. Like, they have been so fun to work with. And it's been like a week, like less than a week. And we're having so much fun together. And they're sharing from their heart, right? They're inviting people into this journey with them, but they can see the vision of what this is going to be. That is something I will say that Phil and I do a really good job at, is casting the vision of what this can be for people, because we've seen it transform our lives. So why would we want to keep this to ourselves? Some of you guys are like, yes, I've seen product transformation and I know that this business is for real, but I'm not going to tell people about it, or I'm going to keep it to myself, or I'm scared to open my mouth, or whatever the reasonings are behind you not sharing. Like, you being totally honest and sharing a vision of what this could be for other people, that's going to change their lives, right? So be bold in that, because you never know who is waiting for that transformation. And it could be you sharing this opportunity that could change everything for them, just like it has for us. Okay, so we kind of answered some of the other questions, like why you said yes to Plexus, for the products, for the different health reasons and different things like that. Obviously, we know, I was going to say, how did you find your first VIP? Well, we know that Bren found her first VIP because she brought Emily to the
I
coffee
drug
shop
her
with her.
in.
She drug her in. So I love that. Bren, what would you say? Because you're almost silver. You have 2 people who have signed up. What are you doing to kind of share about Plexus? Like, how are you going about that?
So it's really hard because I don't like being, I don't know how to say it. Like, I've always kind of been cringy with this kind of stuff. But
I love your
this one is
honesty.
different. Yes, I can't lie. But I mean, I just feel like it's so much different, and it's not like a rip-off scam type deal, because I know that there's actual success coming from the products and the business, and I can see it. Like, it's not just all online. Like, there's people in my hometown that are being successful because of this product and this business. So that helps a lot, and that like makes me want to strive to get to that point. And so mainly my first people have been people that I'm close with. So it's not been as hard to convince them. And mainly I feel like my third person is my best friend, and I feel like she's just doing it to help me.
I love that. You know what? That is totally fine that she's doing that to help you, because it's going to transform her life. And all of us have people like that. We have those close people in our lives who are like, okay, here, we're going to do it to help you out. I mean, that was a huge reason, even just why Phil and I got started, right? I mean, I was exhausted, and my mom was like, she came down to Florida to visit us, and she had lost weight. And so she was excited. And then we were like, hold up, we all used to make fun of this. Now you're defending Plexus. What's going on? But what really got Phil is like supporting Alita. And that was something that he could get behind. And so there are going to be people in your lives who want to support you, who want to be a part of this. And so I love that you are taking those brave steps, and that you are sharing and talking to them, and just invite. What I'm really hearing is you're just inviting people along on the journey with you, and just being your truest, authentic self in doing that. People can respect that, right? Even if they have opinions about different things, when you're honest and when you share from your heart and when you invite people into something that you are excited about, people can get on board with that. So Emily, do you want to share real quick, what are you doing to kind of get your first VIPs? You guys they've been amazing with putting people in group chats with me, I will say. So third party validation, right? That's huge. We all know. So if you're not using three-way chats, make sure that you're doing that with your sponsor, because it's very helpful. So Emily, are you able to share a little bit more about how you're finding your first VIPs?
Yeah, so first things first, family. Like I said already, um, I have a sister who also has psoriasis. I knew that that would help get my mom involved, or at least being interested. And then my mother-in-law, who has been doing Ozempic for months out of pocket, um, I knew she would be interested because of the products that we have to resemble Ozempic. So if I know that somebody close to me has a current issue that we can help with, which it's like so far I've noticed Plexus literally can help with anything. So it's not hard to find somebody that has a current issue. And at my work right now, we're actually about to do a Biggest Loser challenge. So we're all gonna try to like, keep everybody on track and have a little challenge to lose some weight. And so this was the perfect time for me to be like, you guys, y'all can get a little jump start with our Plexus Slim. So I actually have a couple coworkers that have been interested. And I just try to find little details in conversation where I can just throw that in by not being obnoxious. I'm with Bren on like the cringy side of it because I have had those people come to me and just be overbearing. I'm not gonna be that way. But just to throw it in the conversation and try to encourage them that way, I've saw that it can be successful so far.
Awesome. I love that. And when you are genuinely listening to people like Emily's talking about, you're going to hear the needs that are going to come up. It's like when Rodney was talking on Straight Talk the other night, and he said, when I'm talking to people, I keep asking questions because I'm waiting for them to complain about something, right? Because it's not that hard to get people to complain about something. There's so many different things that are going on in people's lives, whether they're needing help with the products, or whether they're needing community, or whether they're needing help with their finances. When you are genuine and you're asking questions and you're talking with people, you're going to hear what their need is. And then in a very genuine way, you're going to be able to share with that, just like Emily was talking about. So I love it. I mean, are you guys not blown away that like they literally haven't even gotten their products yet and they're talking like they're diamonds? I'm like, oh my gosh, like you guys are absolutely incredible. Okay, so one last question for you. What are you most excited about for the future with Plexus? And I'll have you go, Bryn.
To help me financially and to have the energy to keep up with my kids.
Yeah. And what financially will this be able to do for your family?
Oh my gosh, anything will help. Literally, I'm so excited for the bonuses and mainly just to cover, like, especially if I see good results from the products, just to help get those covered each month.
Mhm. Yeah. I love that. Well, and then it'll just keep growing, right? And
Yeah.
then there will be, me and Bren, our kids go to the same little private micro school. And so we were talking about that, and we were talking about, okay, like, being able to cover the cost of those things. And so there's so much that will come up that is needed. I read somewhere the other day that it is going to take an additional $6,000 a year for somebody to live exactly the same way that they lived in the last year. Not even for an increase in life, just simply because of inflation and all those different things. So everybody needs this opportunity, right? We have something that's really special and really incredible. And so don't be afraid to share that with people, you guys. Okay, Emily, do you want to share what you are most excited about?
Yeah,
Is she-
so I am super excited about like I said, my gut health, that's a main issue for me with my psoriasis and things like that. So I really hope that I can see some progress with that. Um, and weight loss is a big thing for me. I had a baby April 2023, and I've been giving myself grace and making excuses for the past year. And now I weighed myself for the first time yesterday in a year. And I'm like, okay, it's time to get it together. It's too late. Like it's been this long. You need to stop making excuses for yourself. Like we're past that point. And so I'm really ready to just like kick it into gear, get things done, focus on my health, and I feel like if I can focus on my health, that will bring the financial support from Plexus. So that is a huge part of it for me as well. Like I said, I have 3 kids, and we still struggle. I mean, it's hard. It is hard right now in the economy and just the way that things are. Even having mouths to feed makes it hard. And so, um, I'm really excited, and I hope that it can help. My husband is all for it. He's like, "Girl, I will get into Plexus too. Like, let's do this." So he's very supportive, and I'm very thankful for that. So I hope that it can really help us with health, happiness, and financially.
I love that. I love that so much. Well, and even this morning, Emily put me in a chat with her mom, and her mom was excited to start doing the business. And I was like, well, my mom does the business with me too, and she's a diamond. So I love when families start to do these things together. So I hope that you guys were super inspired by Emily and Bren and just the beginning of their journey. I love it when people catch the vision so early on about what this can do. But I want you guys to also realize that part of that is the vision casting that you do for people, right? If you're not showing them what the products can do, if you're not showing them what the finances can do, if you're not showing them what the community is all about, then how are they going to know about it? And so that is a huge thing of what we do, right? We're professional question askers. We ask people lots and lots of questions so that we can get to know them better, so that we can fill their needs. And then we also are to cast a vision for the future of what that can look like for their lives. Okay, so that's all that we have for today, you guys. In our Joy Spark chat, go ahead and drop some love for Bren and Emily today. Thank you so much, you guys, for being brave, for jumping on and just agreeing to this craziness. And I know that there is so much more to come in the future for you guys. And we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Thank you.